Hi, so today I'm going to show you how to play knight's chase. We have 2 knights and 6 pawns. The 2 knights are worth 3 points each and the pawns 1 point each, so the value of the pieces are equal. On a normal chess game, the knights are positioned like this at the start of play. The knights move in an L shape in any direction. Also, in any order, they move 2 squares forward and 1 square to the side, left or right, or 1 square forward and 2 squares to the side, left or right. While doing this move, like a horse can jump, so can a knight. It can jump over any piece on the board. Okay, so to play knight's chase, white starts, as we have even amount of points for each of the pieces on each side. So we'll start off with the knight, doing the L shape, 2 forward and 1 to the side, or we can move 1 forward and 2 to the side. In fact, let's move like that. Okay, so now it's pawns move. We move 2 and we'll move him to there. Then it's the pawn, so we'll defend. It's a really good idea to make a formation, triangle formation, to defend the pawn. So if the knight does threaten to capture the pawn, then the pawn can take from behind. Okay, so now it's the knight's turn. So let's go here, because then we can capture this one. So maybe we'll move there. So now we're really defending well. So that means the knight would have to move, otherwise he's going to be captured. And we'll go here. So then that pins 2 pawns. This one, because it's 1, 2 and back. And this one, move forward, 1, 2. Yeah? Okay, so now it's pawn's turn. So let's defend that one. Okay, so now we can take, we'll go here. Pawns go. Okay, now for the knight to move. We'll move it to there. Then we'll move, but then we've just realised that knight can be taken. So let's move that and we can take him. Right, now it's the knight's turn. So let's move him there. That blocks that pawn. But then we're going to threaten to capture him with that pawn. So the knight needs to move safely out the way, but also can pin this pawn. So to defend the pawn, we would move this pawn because it can capture diagonally to go here. Okay, so here. If you keep your hand on the piece without releasing, you can actually just look at it like I am, thinking, is that a good position or not? And look, this pawn here could take this, sorry, not that one, this one could take my knight. So I don't really want to go there. So let's have a look at going here for now. Right, so move forward. Let's go forward here. Now it's the knight's turn. We'll go here. Then maybe forward here. Oh, and the knight can capture the pawn. So we'll move that off. Okay, so now for the pawn to move again. Defending is always a good move. Okay, now we're in between. So now we want to move this one out the way because he's pinning this one to be captured next. Okay, now it's knight's turn. Could go here. and we could move him, and then we could move to there. This is behind the pawn, so he can't take the knight. So then we could move him forward. Maybe not. Let's move this one. Okay. Now, this knight can take this pawn, so that's what we're going to do. 2 forward, 1 to the side. Okay, now he's pinning this pawn, so we shall move him out the way. Okay, but we've got this pawn pinned, so he can take this pawn. Okay, now it's the pawn's turn, so let's go forward. Now we need to get them. So let's chase. And the pawn's won because he's got to the other side of the board. The knight hasn't been able to capture all the pawns, so therefore he hasn't won. So have a go with your partner, set up the pieces, all the 6 pieces on the middle squares on the 2nd row or on the 7th row, and put your knights in the positions where they'd be on the start of a normal game, which is here and here, or here and here. Okay, so enjoy. Bye for now.